Well, hello and welcome back. Today I have two of some of my favorites, personal favorites. On your left, we have Chanel Allure Homme Sport Cologne. And it's just cologne in name. It's actually an eau de toilette concentration. And then on your right, we have Allure Homme Sport by Chanel. And that's also a eau de toilette concentration. And the names are close, but they're totally different in scent profile. And today, I'll go over, as usual, the scent profile, projection, longevity, masculinity, price, and would I buy it again, and which one am I going to wear today. On your left, we have the Allure Homme Sport Cologne, and it's very citrus heavy. And on the opening, get the citrus list out because there's quite a bit of citrus in the opening. There's fresh lemon, bergamot, sweet grapefruit, mandarin orange, neroli, and you get all that in the alcohol blast. And on the Allure Homme Sport Eau de Toilette on your right, I was surprised when I revisited it today that I thought I'd get the famous orange right off the bat, but when you initially spray on during the initial opening of the alcohol blast, you get citrus, but then you also get some heavy C notes and aldehydes, and you have to look for it, and it transitions fairly quickly. So orange is the main theme of the Allure Homme Sport. And after about 10-15 minutes, after it's settled on the skin, the Allure Homme Sport Cologne on your left starts to introduce a little bit of resin and slight spice to even out the citrus-heavy opening. So it gets slightly more complex. And then on the Allure Homme Sport, then the famous orange and vanilla come into the picture. And the best way I can characterize it is it's an orange creamsicle, if you know what one of those are. It's a ice cream bar that has a orange skin or orange outside, and then it's got vanilla ice cream on the inside. So this really reminds me of orange creamsicles. It's very nice. I love it. And I also love the Allure Homme Sport Cologne with its citrus forward opening. I love both of them, to be honest. And then on more of the dry down phase for the Allure Homme Sport Cologne, you still get citrus heavy, but then a sweet cloud of very slight resin and musk and spice is in the background. So it adds a little to the complexity of not just being a citrus scent. And then the Allure Homme Sport, we get the creamsicle starts to get more complex, and it's not just the sweet creamsicle. Introduces a slight musk and amber and adds to the complexity and richness. So the orange creamsicle, I forgot to add, part of the notes for the Allure Homme Sport in the creamsicle is vanilla. So the vanilla really smooths things out. And then on the more dry down phase, the slight amber musk adds to the complexity of the scent. So it's not just a plain old creamsicle. I love it. And then going back to the cologne on your left, the projection, unfortunately, is a little bit on the low side, and it stays close to the skin. I don't think it projects much. But these are considered sport scents, so I guess they're not supposed to be too loud. And the cologne is not loud at all. It's, I would say, a low projector, and it turns into a skin scent only after about 10-15 minutes on my skin, and maybe last about 2 to 3 hours on my dry skin. I'd have to reapply it if I wanted to have it project a little bit during the day. I'd have to probably apply it every 3 hours for 2 or 3 applications. And then on the Allure Homme Sport on your right, the projection is a little bit more stronger, but it's still low. I would say low to moderate. And you have to overspray this to let it project a little bit more. And also on the longevity, it turns into a skin scent about 15 minutes in, but will last a little bit longer than the cologne. It'll probably last about 3 to 4 hours total. And then moving on to the masculinity scale, I give both of these a 6.5 out of 10 in masculinity. I say 6.5 because I think women would enjoy these scents on themselves. In fact, the attractive lady at the fragrance counter at a higher-end department store, she has a collection that's larger than mine, a men's fragrance collection larger than mine, and she says the Allure Homme Sport is, if not her favorite, but one of her top favorites, and she has a collection larger than mine. So both of these have about a 6.5 on the masculinity scale. They're not feminine, but I think women would enjoy wearing it, and women would smell nice wearing it also. But it's got the complexity in it to be masculine. So some of the complex notes that come in to both of these later on make it slightly more a masculine scent. And price-wise, well, Chanel rarely goes on sale. It's usually sold at higher-end department stores or online at full retail. So we're looking at the $100 plus range. But I'm happy to say they're worth it. If I lost these 2 bottles, or one of them, I would replace them immediately. I get them before the line is discontinued, but it's been a while. It's been around for a while, so hopefully it'll stay in the Chanel lineup for quite some time, because I may even just go out and pick up a backup bottle for each of these just in case. And like I said, I'd buy these again, and probably more on your right, the Allure Homme Sport. I think if I had to choose one to buy again, it'd be the Allure Homme Sport on your right. I love the orange characteristic of it, orange and vanilla. It's great. And then what am I going to wear today? Well, today, even though I love the Allure Homme Sport on the right a little bit more of the two, I'm actually going to wear the Allure Homme Sport cologne that's on the left. I'm just feeling this citrusy mood that will complement what I'm doing today, so I think it'll do well. And I think we've covered the bases. So I hope this has been helpful, and if it has, please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. I greatly appreciate it, and take care until next time. Bye.